Hi guys, this is Sheldon Tyler. Um, I recorded my first YouTube video. I guess I've done a few before in the past, but nevertheless. The purpose of this video is basically for my family. My daughter Angel has come back home, and she's been talking about doing some spiritual things and, some biblical things and fasting and praying and different things that we need to do as a family that we did a little bit when they were children, but we've kind of gone down and folks have become adults and different things like that. So we're going to talk about some things. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to add a link to this page, Christian assessment page. And I did this in a men's Bible study one time, and it went off phenomenally. All you got to do is click on the page and print it. I'm sure Angel's going to go, Dad, why didn't you just print it for us? Well, kind of make you do some work. This type of teaching is really called flip teaching. It's called flipping. Basically, what you're doing is you give people something to do before, and then you have discussion afterwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the Christian assessment, and then we'll talk about it in our Bible study. We'll talk about where our weaknesses are, where our strengths are. That'll give us an avenue to pray. So we can talk about how what we need prayer for. We think we know, but I think this is an excellent assessment by Life. I guess it's Lifeway Bookstore, and it just kind of humbles you because it asks you some pretty serious questions, and you see what area you're weak in. So let's talk about that on Tuesday night, and we're just going to get together and have fellowship. And I realize that I probably have some more knowledge than you guys do, but what you guys have to realize is that your questions, you're telling me we don't know, is really important to me because, excuse me, as a preacher, you assume that people already know. So I want to stop assuming. So click on that, take a look at it. Some of the things we're going to talk about in the future are gifts. We're going to talk about gifts. Your mom talked about training you guys in ministry. Never thought about it. A lot of times I think we assume as preachers is that people know because they've seen, and people don't necessarily know what to do just because they're looking at something. So we're going to get in pretty much detail how to minister individually and then how to minister as a family. I think that's going to be really important. Going to be doing some door-to-door praying, things like that. God really has set some stuff in my heart. And I want to send a special shout out to Angel because she's the one that's really been pushing me, trying to get me to be the father. And I know that sounds weird. I've been a pretty good dad from what the kids have told me, but sometimes I've laid back because I didn't want to put too much pressure on people. I've never wanted to pressure people into Christ. I never wanted to talk them into getting saved. I want them to receive with their heart. I want them to see the Christ in me, and I want them to see the Christ in me and realize that they want that Christ in them. So take a look at it. I'm at my 3-minute mark, so we'll stop recording. I'll add some stuff, but the spiritual assessment, I think, is really going to humble us and make us realize how much we truly aren't as strong as we think we are.